The strength of a human mind is not measured by the obstacles we face, although by how we overcome it. This was the quote told by my parents when I started my businesses, and it helped a lot. Hello everyone, this is Suryansh Singh, the world's youngest CEO and founder of multiple startups. Today I am going to share a story. A story of a person, a story of a guy who literally never dreamed small. The story of a guy who always thought failures are the real successes of our life. A story which will help you realize that how evolving your mind will create a difference. So let's start. So, I am a son of two international social workers and a brother of a girl who recently met the President of India. So you can easily imagine a scenario in a typical Indian family where everyone is working towards their own vision and to create an impact in their own respective fields. You can easily imagine the situation of a family in India. And I was the only one in my family who was wasting his time responsibly. I was a very responsible guy 3 years ago. I was wasting my time. And that was the work I was doing at that point of time. Then I thought, one day I was very depressed about the fact that why I'm not doing something. My family members are doing a lot of things. They are so passionate about the fact that they have to create a change in their own fields. Then why I'm just wasting my time normally? And you will ask me that as a ninth grader, as a normal ninth grader, why a boy will think about so much about his future at that age. But when you are in an environment where everyone is so much focused on creating a change, then these are the basic phenomena of it. And that was happening in my life. Then I thought, one day I was very depressed, and then I thought I should ask my sister about it, and because she is one of the biggest mentors of my life, she is the reason I am over here today. I asked my sister, like, how I can find my own passion. And I was literally I was in doubt that how I can find my own passion, because that's one of the biggest hurdles in my life. And my sister replied with a very good answer for this particular question. My sister told me that, Suryansh, you need to start exploring. Then I asked, exploring about what? My sister told me that you have to explore your inner self. You have to explore what you want to do in your life. Because I know what are your passions, but I will never tell you about that. You are the one in charge to find your passion and to work upon it. My sister told me one more thing, that the universe will start giving you signs for your own life, and you just have to follow those signs to find your passion or to work on some sort of idea or a project. It helped a lot. I was literally thinking about what can I do in my own life, and suddenly my sister was writing a book called Heroes Breaking Stereotypes, a book related to gender equality. And then I thought, since childhood, I have an ability to create or structure amazing, imaginative and fictional stories. I thought, why I cannot monetize this particular skill of mine? And from curating that idea of the Smash Guy to making it ready for the final publishing, and I sent the final file to the Notion Press, who supported my vision of writing a book. I did all these things in 7 days. I literally wrote 15,000 words from my own hand, and there were no AIs and ChatGPT in 2021. So I was very real at that point of time, writing my own story. Literally, that's the biggest ability I have, that I never take any opportunity for granted in my life, and that built my character of following my own passion. And that was the moment when I started my journey of following my passion. Then I started exploring about business ideas, and when a normal teenager wants to do something big in their life, the first thing we as a teenager is to search upon Google that what are the new things that we can do in the market to succeed in our own life. I also searched on Google some online businesses, affiliate marketing, drop shipping, which was famous at that point of time because I was so inspired from those brands who was working in the field of affiliate marketing or some sort of different online businesses. And one day when I was scrolling on the internet about the fact that I have to find some sort of thing to work upon because I was so depressed about the fact I was not doing something, like I already mentioned. Randomly, when I was scrolling on YouTube, I literally stumbled upon a video of one of the biggest industrialists of our country, Sir Ratan Tata. My biggest inspiration of starting a business. I was literally scrolling on the YouTube and I found a case study about the Tata Group. And what can be a good start for a guy, for a budding entrepreneur to start their own venture, and by getting inspired from one of the most humble and biggest leaders of the country, Sir Ratan Tata. I literally got inspired from him and I started exploring some ideas about business. And I then stumbled upon the idea related to blockchain and cryptocurrency, and that's why I got certified from IIT Kanpur as well, at the age of 14. Because of that, I got the certificate. I was very inspired and working for some sort of value creation in the field of blockchain and cryptocurrency, and I did it. I thought, Suryansh, you have think about of building a company, building a venture in some sort of different sector like blockchain and cryptocurrency. I was just thinking about this basic thing that my father will agree or not. My father will support me in this vision or not. I was so in doubt about this basic fact that my father will allow me to start a business at this age when I was in just class 9th. I gathered all of my confidence and literally pitched my business in front of my father because he was having a financial and auditing background for over 25 years. He was an auditor. I pitched my business and literally within few seconds of hearing my idea of building my own venture, he told me, Suryansh, you have to create a presentation about what you can do in this particular field to create some sort of value. What are your projections for the future? What do you want to achieve? How you will hire talents and different sort of typical auditing questions my father asked me. Literally from nothing, just that passion of creating a venture or a business, from nothing to having a 5-year plan, I made that presentation in a period of 45 minutes. And that's how I built my own career trajectory. Then I told my father that my father was so surprised at how this guy literally created a presentation of close to 35 pages in a period of 45 minutes. And then he literally thought that he's really serious about building some sort of venture and businesses, and from there I started my journey. In 2021 I started my journey. Fast forward to 2024, I'm running a $30 million startup, Suryansh Contact Private Limited. We are literally building multiple products for our own company. I don't know these valuations and numbers matters for me or not. The only thing matters to me is value creation for this country and for the people who are literally in need for the products I'm creating. 30 million is nothing. Money means nothing to me. And because of this, I gathered over, the number must be high or low, but approximately close to 800 million views on the internet by inspiring and giving interviews to social media channels or some biggest news and media houses of the country about my own business and startups, and inspired millions of entrepreneurs to work on their idea and to create opportunities in crisis. That was how I started my journey, and because of that also I got certified from IIT Kanpur as well. I literally mailed them about my interest of learning blockchain architecture, AI, and some sort of these things that I want your faculty's videos about it, because I don't know why I mailed them, but it happened. I never think too much because I am not that intelligent that I will doubt myself in any point of time in my life. I literally mailed them and they literally replied with that IIT Kanpur was partnering with Simply Learn to create a certified blockchain expert course where they were teaching about the blockchain and all those things. I was literally having, in my batch of 50 people, there were literally 4 IITians as well who were doing the postgraduate for that particular course in blockchain. And I was the youngest and I scored 99.3% in blockchain. Literally, I never scored that much in my school. 99.3% in blockchain, because that was my passion, and I literally studied about that whole thing for like 2 to 3 constant years. That's the result I got from that particular thing. Second thing, now I want to talk about time management, which helped me achieve a lot of things in my own life. I will share an instance from my own life. When I was giving my boards in 2023, I was literally managing multiple commitments at once. I was literally attending 25 to 26 meetings on some day, and in night I was preparing for my boards. Because since childhood there is a taboo around board examinations that it's going to be tough, or it's going to be some sort of different experience for our own life. But for me, it was nothing. It was just the instance that I have to work on, because I've already worked on something totally different from study. I financially educated myself, and that's why I'm here today. But I have the art of implementation that I'm going to talk about in my few minutes after the talk. I was literally managing multiple things, from attending meetings to and on some hour of working on both of the things. I was literally, by one hand I was writing the notes of my social studies chapters, and on one hand I was seeing the basic operational excels of my company. Because at that point of time we were having a team of 25 to 30 people, and literally I have to manage all those things, because when you are building a startup, you are the founder, CMO, CEO, CTO, and each and every post you are the one who is in charge of just adding some value in these posts. Why I am telling you this? That because you have to learn the art of time management. If you don't believe a 15-year-old guy randomly speaking about time management, me, you have to believe one of the world's most prodigious investors and my personal inspiration, Mr. Warren Buffett. He told in one of his interviews that time management will help me achieve all the things I have today. And just not by time management it happened. The basic key to manage your time is to prioritizing the things you want to do in your life. You have to divide your day in few blocks, 5 to 6 blocks of when you will work on some sort of different sort of projects. And you have to prioritize that blocks. If I want to study some more chapters, or I want to remember some formulas of physics or mathematics, or I want to work upon my own passion of writing, dancing, singing, or doing something in the corporate or business field, you have to start prioritizing your time, and that helped me achieve the things I have achieved till date. I'm not successful, guys. Don't have this misconception in your mind that this guy is successful. I'm just a normal kid working on my idea, and these achievements, these mean nothing to me. The only thing matters to me is value creation for this country, and that's my passion. These things matters nothing. Now I'm going to talk about a very serious topic. Are you guys excited to know about it? How we can overcome low grades. That's one of the biggest topics, because I had faced these things a lot in my life. When I was really focused upon building my own companies, I faced a lot of these things. Why I'm talking about this? Because in this country, literally I'm so surprised to tell you that in India, in a country like India, every hour a student is committing suicide. For what? Because of that societal pressure for that marks or for that extra attempt they need to crack that particular examination. Guys, the biggest example is standing in front of you. I might sound arrogant about this, but I am so humble about the fact that I am going to tell you about this. That I got 58% in class 5th examination. How many? 58% in class 5th examination. Class 6th I got 68%. Class 7th I got 63%. Class 8th I got 89%. I don't know how. Class 9th I got 66% again. And in class 10th I scored 65%. Because I literally touched my books for the first time 1 or 2 weeks ago the examinations. Because of the pressure I was having to build my own company. Because this is what I am living for. This is my passion. And I'm not some random unemployed guy who's talking about education doesn't matter. Education gives you confidence, and that matters a lot. It's my personal experience about this. I literally financially educated myself. And the only difference I had when I was educating myself was I had that basic art of implementation. And you have to inherit it either at the start of your journey, or you will realize in the mid of your journey that you have to learn the art of implementation. It will help you realize about the fact that whatever you are seeing in this world right now and whatever you are learning has some sort of value. And if you are just learning those formulas of mathematics, chemistry or physics, frankly speaking, it matters nothing when you are not aware about what you can do about that in your future. And if you don't know about the basic arts of implementation, you have to learn about it. Marks are just a piece of paper. You must have heard some people saying about this particular topic. Marks are literally just a piece of paper. The only thing matters is that you practically educated yourself or not. Or you just learned those formulas and wrote it in that random examination, scored 95%, it matters nothing. If you are not practically educating yourself on a daily basis, or if you are not learning some new sort of skills, rather than just remembering those formulas. It's my basic advice for you, and the rest is all upon you about your own future. You have to think about your own future. Now, next story I'm going to share. My own Shark Tank India experience. Are you guys excited about this? Are you guys aware about Shark Tank India? Yes. It's one of the biggest entrepreneurial shows of the country, where the pitcher goes and pitches in front of those unicorn founders or some heavy loss-making founders to get some sort of funding in their ideas. At the age of 13, I got selected at one of the biggest entrepreneurship shows of India. Seems great? Seems like I have achieved a lot of things in my own life. I am successful now? No. My team was filled with enthusiasm at that point of time because we literally got selected from 5 lakh applicants, and we were in those top 168 entrepreneurs who presented their idea in front of Shark Tank India judges. I was a finalist over there. For the first time, I moved to Bangalore from Muzaffarpur in Bihar, from a small city like Muzaffarpur to Bangalore in 8 months. Wow, I'm successful right now. That's the biggest achievement of my life. These things are going in your mind, no? But universe has always a plan to teach me some sort of lesson in each and every action I am taking in my own life. I'm literally not comfortable right now as well, because speaking is not my passion. Still, I am learning to become uncomfortable, learning to be comfortable in becoming uncomfortable in my own life, because this will help me a lot in my future, to building my own character in my future person. I was literally very excited. I was entering that Shark Tank India venue, and suddenly my father told me that, Suryansh, I am not seeing that bag in your hand. Which bag? You guys are much thinking about this particular thing. That bag was having my 3 MacBooks. Oh my God, a tech founder can relate with it. Macs are literally our blood. Literally, it was having 3 MacBooks and a lot of files related to company, because they ask for a lot of documents, because you have to register the company to raise funds when you are going to the market to pitch investors. So it was happening in my life. I realized that I literally messed up. Past 1 month, we were working 18-19 hours a day for that particular pitch of Shark Tank India, and literally, as the main person of the guy, as the founder, I messed up. I literally left that particular thing in the rubbish taxi I took to reach the venue. And it happened